Fox News will have to reset their counter of sex scandals because there is a new one possibly involving Eric Bolling. Now, Fox News said on Saturday that host Eric Bolling will now be suspended from the air pending the results of an investigation of whether or not he had sent lewd photos to some of his coworkers. Here we go again. How many Fox News personalities does this make that have been charged with some sort of sexual harassment or just at least being a skeevy-ass perv? Now, news of the suspension came one day after HuffPost published a story saying that more than a dozen sources, 14 to be exact, confirmed that Bolling had sent female colleagues unsolicited photos of his genitals. Wonderful. Now, look, I never understood that. And, you know, like, my wife comes up to me and is like, why do people send pictures of their dicks to people? I don't understand it. You're a guy. You should understand that. No, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Why would you send random pics of your junk to people? Like, what? Like, oh, hey, man. Hey, look at this unsolicited picture of my penis. Isn't it great? No, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, but it is kind of amazing when you think about it. Some guys actually think that sending a random picture of their cock is going to actually be fruitful somehow. Like, that's going to work. Like, the woman who gets it is going to be like, oh my God, that cock is so awesome. I want to have sex with you. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Now, I know some of the guys who do this think, hey, man, if a woman sent me a picture of her junk, I'd be interested. Okay, but look, that's not the same. Now, with that said, Bolling's attorney says, you know what, that did not happen. No, he did not send those pictures to those women. In fact, they said, this is Michael Bowe, the attorney that represents Bolling, told CNN Money, the anonymous uncorroborated claims are untrue and terribly unfair. We intend to fully cooperate with the investigation so that it can be concluded and Eric can return to work as quickly as possible. Okay, but are they anonymous uncorroborated claims? Well, we'll look into it. Now, the Huffington Post reporter who broke the story, Yashar Ali, said he worked on it for 3 months and reached 14 different sources in and out of Fox News and Fox Business. Here we go again. So, look, that's a lot. That's a lot of sources. Maybe not all of them are true. But, hey, man, that's what they're investigating. So, wonderful. Now, recipients of the photo confirmed the contents to Huffington Post, which is not revealing their identities. Because it turns out that a lot of these women still work at Fox News. Or, you know, in that area, they're still associates of Bolling. So it's like, hey, man, I really don't want to out myself because we're going to get dragged through the mud. We've seen what happened before. So we're not interested in that, but it did happen. We're just saying. Now, the women who are Bolling's current and former Fox colleagues concluded the message was from him because they recognized his phone number from previous work-related and informal interactions. Now, the messages were reportedly sent several years ago and on separate occasions. Now, they said that the women did not solicit those messages, which would be completely different. If they want it, hey, go ahead. Now, they told colleagues that they were deeply upsetting and offensive that those pictures were. One of the recipients said that when she replied to Bolling via text, telling him never to send her such photos again, he did not respond. 4 people outside the recipients also confirmed to HuffPost that they've seen the photo, and 8 others have said the recipients had spoken to them about it. So again, you've got a lot of corroboration going on here. Now, as I said, most of those women have chosen to remain anonymous, but one hasn't. And that is Carolyn Heldman. Now, she is a former Fox News contributor. She wrote a lengthy Facebook post detailing Bolling's alleged harassment. She said that Bolling would also contact me via phone and text after shows, sometimes to apologize for that behavior, and then do it again. Oh, I'm so sorry I sent you a picture of my dick. Here's a picture of my balls. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Or sometimes he just wanted to talk. He said he wanted to fly me out to New York for an in-studio hits and have fun. He asked me to go have meals with him on several occasions, but I found excuses not to go. Again, once he took me up to his office in New York, showed me his baseball jerseys, and in the brief time I was there, let me know that his office was his favorite place to have sex. I know other women have had similar experiences with Bolling, which means that lots of folks at Fox knew about his behavior well before 2017. Now, look, Bolling's attorney, he says, Mr. Bolling recalls no such inappropriate communications and does not believe he sent any such communications and will vigorously pursue his legal remedies for any false and defamatory accusations that are made. So on that statement from his lawyer, he doesn't recall making those things. He does not believe that he sent those communications. Oh, why not a flat out denial? That's always weird. I mean, I don't recall sending those dick pics, and I certainly don't believe I did so. Yeah, but that's not really a flat-out denial. Does anybody find that kind of weird? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But look, in my opinion, whenever somebody says something like that, I don't believe I did that, there's a good chance they probably actually did do that. I'm just saying. And look, I don't know for certain, right? But it does fit in with the culture, okay? And the culture, look, it started with Roger Ailes. He did this stuff throughout his entire career. Bill O'Reilly, same thing. He got fired for it. You also have Charles Payne, who's currently been accused of doing sexual harassment. And guess what? He's on another break. Interesting. Now, again, speaking of the culture, right? This is a cultural thing at Fox News. It's not a surprise that there's a lot of misogyny in that place. Okay? You don't have to be an insider to see it. It's actually on full display. In fact, here's a compilation of Eric Bolling just being sexist, which isn't going to actually prove anything, but it just shows you how the culture there is denigrating for women, and I think would open women up to being harassed. If they're treated like pieces of meat, well, on air, imagine what goes on off air. So let's take a look at this compilation and let it speak for itself.
Speaking of hot people, before we go, Sarah Palin.
The first female pilot piloting for the UAE. There she was, leading the strike.
Would that be considered boobs on the ground or no?
Oh my God.
Men clearly take more risk. We take more chances. We probably die more often taking those risks and chances. But we're more successful. We're better traders.
Whoa.
We're better leaders.
What are you talking about?
And we're better athletes.
What do you mean you're...
Should young girls be allowed to play in all-male teams because of the potential of getting hurt? Eric, what do you think?
No. No, there's boys leagues and there's girls leagues. Should a 9-year-old boy want to play in the girls league and run through defenses? I mean, who's to say some of the boys don't want to tackle a girl? No, come on. Let the winners win, let the losers lose, let the boys be boys, let the girls be girls.
Sorry, when the girl's the best player.
Men take more risks. They take more risks in life, and therefore they die sooner. Smoking, drinking, whatever. But they also take more risks in business.
Anything that a guy can do, I also say, women can do better. Prove me wrong.
I'm just laughing at anything a guy can do, a woman can do better.
Oh, can you think of something?
I won't even get myself in trouble for it.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.